Hello. Today is the last full moon of 2020. I feel a little different today. Actually, I haven't lighted my sage yet, so I'm gonna do that now. But I feel a little different today. There's a lot of stuff happening planet-wise, and over the next couple days before we enter 2021. And to just help ease and guide us through these new times, because everything is going to shift and to change. Nothing is going to be the same ever again, because we are moving into the age of Aquarius. We have been in the age of Capricorn. I don't even know what they call it, but we've been in Capricorn under that structure and in rigid rule for hundreds of years. So we are now shifting into Aquarius, where Aquarius will try everything once and see if it happens, see if it works, see if it sticks. But we won't know until we try. We're not going to follow rules. We're not going to follow the structure that other people put into place for us. We're just going to act on our intuition and allow that to guide us through all of our life decisions. And that is the age that we're moving into. So to assist in that guidance, we're actually going to start this video with a little slight meditation, and then I will talk to you about what's happening in planetary news. But until then, close your eyes, take some deep breaths, inhaling through your nose and exhaling through your mouth. And when you exhale, make noise, let it out. Like really let it out. From the gut, let it out. Now this video may be a little long, so if you don't have time, I suggest you set aside time and you come back when you have the time to watch in full, because we all need to set aside time where we can be in peace. You're encouraged to take a couple more deep breaths. If you feel inclined to open your eyes, if they were closed, you can open them. If your eyes were open, maybe close them for the messages. Whatever makes you feel comfortable. So today, tonight, into tomorrow, we will experience the power of the last full moon of 2020. 2020 has brought us 13 full moons. Typically, we will have 12, one moon per month. This year was a leap year, so it gave us an extra day. It gave us extra time. It gave us an extra moon. So so let's just get into the number 13 in itself is the number of the divine feminine. So for us to have 13 full moons this year, and it's such a pivotal transitional year and moving into more feminine energy and honoring and nurturing your divine self, it's very aligned that our last full moon, which is the 13th full moon, is in Cancer. Cancer is the cardinal and initiating sign. It is a water sign, and it is a feminine. It has feminine qualities. It is the nurturing space where life is formed. Cancer is the source. Cancer is the womb of creation. Cancer is your safe space, your family, your roots. I encourage you to look at where Cancer falls in your charts of your birth chart. There's also about the family and about your family, your home, your parents, your culture of origin. Those are all things that we cannot change. Those are deeper truths that cannot be questioned. We cannot erase the cultural conditioning. We can't make it disappear, but we also cannot remain trapped in the past of what has happened and transpired. So our goal in our time is to learn about our roots and heal them and heal the spots that need healing. Our sun is in Capricorn, which is Cancer's alter ego, and Capricorn asks us to continuously reinvent ourselves, and we only do this when we know where we've come from. And so Cancer deals with where we come from, so it's very important to keep an open mind, and new doors of perception will open. And if we acknowledge the deeper truths, we will experience extreme liberation. Knowledge is elusive and mysterious, and sometimes it can't all be grasped on an intellectual level alone. We have to employ our emotions. So we have to use our emotions to understand knowledge sometimes. I know a lot of people fight to use their emotions because you may feel that it makes you weak, or makes you feel that you are not strong enough, that I could just understand this on an intellectual level. I once met someone who said that he doesn't believe in the moons, like the moon itself, like the thing that we actually can physically see in the sky. He doesn't believe in the moon because he doesn't believe in emotions. And at that point of the conversation, my mind drifted, because it's like, I didn't know how I could further talk to someone, literally just speaking, having a conversation. Like, met him at this spiritual park, if you are from Atlanta, in Cascade Springs. That place is next level magical. But it was just like, how can I continue having a conversation with a human that literally denies half of themselves, and denies knowing, like willingly and voluntarily is denying it. So use your emotions to help you gain more insight and wisdom, and don't allow them to overcome you, but just allow them to ease you through your learning process. The full moon this year will be a turning point to set our lives into new direction, to be more truer, more authentic. More truer isn't a fucking, I hate when people do shit like that, but truer, more authentic, more inspirational. It's a new year, new adventures, because it's about fucking time. And with the new moon comes other planetary aspects that come along with it as well. So it's strong culminating vibes, and it's an energy peak that seeks release. And the two things that are energy peaks that seek release are full moons and when your south node becomes activated. Now, south node is a whole nother story, but if you know the birth time and the place you were born and everything, you could look up your birth chart and you could see where your south node lies, and then this will make more sense to you. But it is calling us to birth whatever is inside of us into existence. So whatever you have inside of you should come to fruition. And honestly, this is a theme that is going across for everything else that is also happening planetary wise. We have Venus squares Neptune. So a square is when there's tension or obstacles, challenges. But if you want to look at it in a more positive light, it is deep character builders, and it awakens deep sensitivity. Venus squaring Neptune is actually bringing issues of the family and belonging coming to a head. So if you feel that feeling of, I don't know where I stand, and I don't know where I fit, I don't know any of that stuff, that is actually in the planets. Today we actually have Uranus trining the Sun, and so a trine is a path of least resistance. It is harmony and ease. It is the land of milk and honey. Uranus is the ruler of Aquarius, and it's the ruler of the age of Aquarius, and it's going to enhance freedom. And so these next couple of days, our intuition and imagination will be on fire. So use that energy to produce ideas that will be productive and will help you in this next year. We also have, on the 31st, we have Venus conjunct the South Node in Sagittarius. So we talked about conjunctions for Saturn and Jupiter, and so now Venus is conjuncting or acting dependent with the South Node in Sagittarius. So it's our values and feelings, and Sagittarius is your higher knowledge, and your South Node is your release point. So we're releasing our values and feelings with higher knowledge to gain more understanding, to understand ourselves more, to understand life more. And our last final thing, which would be actually on the 1st, so 1/1/21, will bring Mercury sextile Neptune. And sextile is cooperation, opportunity between two planets. So to put it simply, Mercury sextile Neptune is practicality and imagination, and together it equals powerful manifestation. So sextiles also represent raw talent, your natural gifts and skills, soft and easy. So it's things that are already going to come naturally to us, and we just need to focus on those things and what makes us what makes us us. So what makes you you? I I feel like these things are so important, especially for me. I've actually been experiencing a lot of this, and maybe that's why I feel so different today. I actually woke up really angry today and went back to sleep. I woke up at 5 this morning and went back to sleep because I was like, I'm not starting my day like this. This is a joke. Let me just get another hour. Maybe I'll wake up feeling a little better. Now, I didn't wake up feeling great, but I didn't wake up feeling as angry. I just woke up feeling empty, and I knew I'd rather wake up feeling empty than angry, because when there's empty, you could fill that space with whatever you need. So I leave you today with some questions that, as we close out in meditation, maybe you can close your eyes, maybe you can open your eyes, maybe you can write down what comes to you. But I leave you with some questions that maybe we could think on over this full moon and before this new year comes. But it's discover your family and your roots and where your soul truly lies, and what you define your destiny. It's already written in the stars, but you can define it. So dig deeper into that. I ask you to ask your heart what needs to be released. I have a lot of releasing to do. And so I ask you, what do you need to release in your heart? And my final question is, what would you do if you felt free enough? I'm going to repeat that one because I need it repeated. So our final question, and then we're going to end in a meditation. So I hope everyone takes your time and breathe and create space for yourself. And I'll ask you again, what would you do if you felt free enough? Peace and love. And I will see everyone in 2021.